We're watching films on the toilet, because that's what dads have to do. When the movie's unsuitable for your kids, then pretend you need a number two. If you need a break from your family or spouse, there's a lavatorial picture house. Watch Terminator 2 while you're sitting on the loo. Enjoy the whole of Rambo 4 with your trousers on the floor. We're watching films on the toilet. How about you?
Oh, welcome to watching films on the toilet. La-di-da-di-da. Ben, how you doing, mate?
I'm just great. Do you always have to come in with some kind of goofball sound?
I'm just paying tribute, to the old hosts. The voice of the person in the song that you just heard is dead and gone. So Ben and Eamonn, R.I.P. I didn't even go to their funerals, man. I couldn't be bothered. I didn't have a suit. I just couldn't be asked. So yeah, unfortunately, they died, didn't they?
In the last episode, yes, they were killed by Terminator.
Yeah, and I was asked to take care of their kids, and I said no, because I don't like them. So forget they ever existed. It's us now. We're doing the show.
Easy to forget them. They weren't very good.
No.
So we are the new voices of watching films on the toilet. I am Big Ben, and sitting across the pond from me is Alex. Yeah, we're going to host this podcast now.
Yeah, I'm down, man. I think you got a real nice voice that people are going to appreciate. Unlike the
Nobody's ever said that to me, so I appreciate that.
No more whining, no more complaining.
No more bad jokes.
No more bad jokes. Yeah. And we're actually going to have listeners now, so that's pretty great.
It's going to be a good time. They left a good format for a show, but the content was lousy, I think.
Yes. So that's where we come in. Welcome to the best content that you'll ever hear.
On the new and improved Watching Films on the Toilet.
That's right. You ready to get to it then?
Oh, yeah. So the movie that we watched this week was Knock at the Cabin by M. Night Shyamalan.
Yes. Yeah. So what'd you think?
Something he's known for
Hey. Whoa. What is going on?
What?
You're
Alex,
dead.
I thought you guys were dead.
What are you doing in my house?
Not dead.
So are you all actually not dead, or?
No. It's very nice to see you both, but I'm cross. Okay.
You're not a force ghost. I can't put my hand through you or anything.
You could try, but I don't think it will work.
Ben did get shot through the ribs.
Yeah.
That did happen, but he's just about recovered now.
Yeah, I'm
Through
fine.
the ribs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It was no big deal.
Yeah,
It's fine.
that's it's a classic wound through the ribs.
I got shot
Through the ribs.
Through the ribs.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said when it happened.
Yeah.
I'm really relieved to see you both.
I thought we
No.
had something going on here that didn't involve you guys, and we haven't heard from you in a month?
Been in the hospital.
Yeah, Eamonn got shot in the end of his penis.
Yep.
Small target. Sharpshooter.
So what does this mean? Are we doing the show, or are you guys going to you're back now, I guess?
Hey, you guys can get the fuck out of here, can't you?
I moved into your house. This is quite nice.
Your wife has seemed really happy lately, Eamonn. Just in the past month. I don't know. I'm just saying it's worth weighing up.
True.
Maybe they did do a pretty good job.
It's probably all of those tens of thousands of downloads that I get on my podcast.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe we should just tell them to leave. I think it's time we took over, Eamonn. This is
I
ridiculous.
don't know. I don't like these guys. I also don't like you now either. Should we just call it quits? just stop it forever.
How much of
This.
how much of what we already said did you hear? Because maybe you should just concede anyway.
Yeah, it was quite good.
I have to say it had a class and continuity which is sorely lacking.
Mm.
I can't even say lacking.
No, you
I
can't
said
even do
macking by mistake. That's the sixth word I've said, and I got it wrong.
that. And it took us six. I can't speak. Neither of us can speak.
Is there any chance that we can just do this podcast?
Do you know what? Maybe you should just do this one, and we'll see how it goes.
Here we go. Eamonn, that's enough.
Yeah.
I'm putting my foot down.
I tell you the one thing you guys lack that Ben and I have, which you'll never have, is a long simmering animosity which goes back decades. Years.
I was thinking friendship, but yeah, you took it a different direction.
I hate this guy. Look at his face.
Well, look, it's been a pleasure chatting to you both. But it is time for you to leave and leave it to me. And
Go
Eamonn,
back to
so-
your own more popular podcasts, please.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm off then. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Good talking to you again, I guess.
It was all right. So, just us again.
I'm beginning to regret sending those guys packing. It's quite a lot of work. I just remembered.
I don't think I remember how to do it.
But I remembered it takes a long time, and it's already 10 o'clock.
Yeah. This is not like scripted. This is actual. I'm not sure what to do. Anyway, let's give it a go. Any correspondence, Eamonn?
Yes. So this is a voice telegraph that we've received.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I'll just play it.
Hey there, this is the mayor of show business. How's it going over there, you pair of knuckleheads? I gotta tell ya, I almost had a heart attack when I heard you guys were coming back for a storied season, or series, as you limeys say. I would not be doing my job as an anachronistic 1940s American hustler type if I didn't send you guys a message to tell you, in no uncertain times, to stop. Show business has already got his British Jerk Dad podcast, the Whittaker and Beckett one. You know, dads who hate their kids' guts, or whatever it's called. We don't need another one, you hear me? Especially not one set on a stinking John. No one listens, you understand? It's a dog show with dog hosts. I have personally dealt with the fallout from Plan 9 from outer space, The Day the Clown Cried, Ishtar, Showgirls, Battlefield Ice, and I can say without hyperbole that your show is a billion times worse than all of those put together. I need your dumb show like I need a hole in the head. You're finished, you hear me? Finished. Don't come back no more.
And that was from the mayor of show business.
Oh. Oh man!
Wow.
The mayor of show business.
Mayor of show business there.
I mean, I didn't know there was one. I'll be quite honest.
There is, because that
Right.
was him.
Oh, that was him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's rude.
Doesn't like us, but
Yeah.
he likes the dads who hate their kids' guts. Because he calls the Beckett and Whittaker.
Dads who hate their kids' guts.
Yeah.
Oh, do you hate your kids' guts? I do. Oh yeah, yeah, I hate them as well.
But anyway, so yeah, he's obviously heard about the show returning, and he's not happy about it.
He's not happy, is he? Well, I mean, sorry, Mayor of Showbiz. I mean, I imagine he's got a lot of clout.
I imagine he was a squat, balding man,
Yes.
big cigar.
Very so cross. But you know, we'll prove him wrong.
Yeah, Mayor of Show Business. We'll tell you. We'll show that we've got moxie. In fact, you know what? That's our arc this season.
Yes.
Is we want to get You Got Moxie Kid from the Mayor of
Yeah.
Show Business.
From mush to maxi.
Yes.
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 There we are. That's the arc. Yeah, it's a very brief letter I received. It says, "Dear watching films on the toilet, in your 50th anniversary episode, you claimed you don't like people called Barry. Unacceptable. Kind regards, the RSPCBCBAFOPCB, which stands for the Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to People Called Barry and Friends of People Called Barry."
Oh.
And that's it.
And did he leave a name?
No,
Oh.
that was it. No, just a representative of that organisation that I didn't know existed. But you said you don't like people called Barry, so
Did I?
not very happy about that. Yeah, you did.
I can't remember that. What was
Yeah.
the context?
It was a film, Barry Lyndon.
Yeah.
You said you didn't watch that film because you didn't like people called Barry.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you why. We went to school with a boy called Barry.
Yes,
And
we
he was
did.
an absolute wrong'un.
We leaving that in?
Yeah, he kicked someone's arm and broke it and didn't get expelled. What the f***?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty nasty.
Yeah, he's a policeman now, by the way. There you go.
And there's his arc.
Oh, I'm a psycho. Better join the police force.
Terrific. Any toilet news, Eamonn?
Yes, here we go. Hulk Hogan pleads for help in toilet paper emergency, sparking concern for wrestler. Hulk Hogan sparked concern amongst followers after posting about running out of toilet paper in a bathroom emergency before deleting his tweet. The wrestler, 69, shared with his 2.2 million followers that he was in desperate need of loo roll. If you weren't to know this was Hulk Hogan, you could guess this was Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
It says, I ran out of toilet paper, brother. Help! And then, like, 8 exclamation marks.
That sounds like the Hulkmeister. It's the brother, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're out of toilet paper, brother. You know what? I'm just happy to hear that he actually goes to the toilet, because he looks like a man who has spent his entire life straining. So to know that it wasn't constipation that whole time, it was just an act, I suppose. It's quite a relief.
Also, I'm kind of surprised he's not dead.
Yeah.
Because they don't have super long shelf life, do they, wrestlers?
I mean, the life of a wrestler tends to follow maybe one of 3 paths. One is wrestling, then success in movies. The other is wrestling for your entire life and then dying.
Yeah.
The other one is being quite young as a wrestler, doing a lot of steroids, killing someone and then dying.
Yeah.
That's the third one.
Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking because of the rhythm. I thought the third one was going to be a funny made up one, not a.
Right,
no, you didn't go with that, did you?
No,
you went for the sad one instead.
No, I went for the genuine.
Subverting the classic rule of 3 joke format. Not going to end with a funny one. Going to end with something incredibly sad.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, Hulkmeister. You know, he has had success in movies, hasn't he?
Do you know what? He'd be nothing without that bandana.
Without that. The yellow bandana.
Yeah, because with the bandana on, he's got that handlebar moustache, the long golden locks, and you just think...
Oh, sexy.
Yeah. Well, he just looks very sort of rugged, doesn't he?
Sexy.
Yeah, I find sexy.
Yeah.
Right. But then he takes it off and he's like bald as a coot.
Yeah, he is. It's an interesting choice for a bandana. Like, if you have yellow, blonde hair, say yellow is like the worst colour in terms of your complexion and, you know, the way it's going to complement you to choose. But somehow, he's managed to pull it off. Not a lot of people can wear yellow and get away with it.
Shall we brainstorm some alternative hats for Hulk Hogan?
Oh, okay.
Miniature black pirate hat.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking Macho Man, not...
Yeah.
How do you do a Hulk Hogan voice? Oh, that's right, brother. Is that right? Hulkamania, brother.
Yeah, that's quite good.
Like that, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, my little pirate hat, brother.
Yeah, little pirate hat.
Little pirate hat, okay. What about that hat that the guy who raided the Capitol building wore with the horns?
That would suit him down to the ground, wouldn't it?
Would suit him and probably suit his personality.
I think it probably does, yeah.
Yeah.
Bowler hat.
Like, just full size. Oversized.
Oversized bowler.
Down to his nose.
Or down to his waist. With a hole in the top where his head pops out.
So, hang on. Wait. That's a bowler hat costume.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. I know lots of people want to dress as Harley Quinn for Halloween. I like this bowler hat costume if you've got one.
You got any of those Hulk Hogan costumes? You know, the massive bowler hats. You know, the bowler hat costume.
Oh no. You know, the one that Hulk Hogan wears.
Oh, God.
What's his song? I am a real man.
Yeah, that's that one. Running down. The big, massive bowler hat.
Trying to slide into the ring, but
Can't
do it. Oh, for Christ's sake! Hulk Hogan's bowler hat. Oh man. Well, that's a great substitution for the bandana. You know what? He's going to hear this. Let's see what he has to say.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, brother. Let's talk about this film, Knock at the Cabin. How did you see it, Eamonn?
Well, try as I might, I had to go and see it in the cinema. There was no alternative, if you get what I'm saying.
Eamonn just winked. Remember, it's a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there wasn't, was there? Selfish.
We were talking about how slack those pirates have become.
I know, right?
They need to raise their game.
Yeah. It's like...
You did a brilliant impression of a pirate.
What was it? I can't remember.
Oh, what's that voice there?
Oh, I'm afraid I haven't got that film on yet. I haven't uploaded that picture yet. So you won't be able to watch it.
They become even posher.
Yeah, you know the pirates. They've all got loads of money.
Posh, aren't they?
They're all going. Yes, I'll get my digital camera out and shoot the movie and then upload it for my fan base. That's what they're like.
If only.
That's what they're like.
I tell you what, they just need to raise anyone out there who's listening, who's also pirates material.
Yeah.
Raise your game a bit.
Step it up, guys. Yeah. No, I know what you mean. I also went to the cinema. Just went to the cinema. It was after work on a Friday. I went straight to the cinema. It was actually lovely.
Yeah.
Really nice way to end the week. But when I went in, the film hadn't started. And it was very dark. Like normally when you go in, there's a light on. There were no lights. It was pitch black. And one other person was sat in the cinema looking at their phone. So their face was just illuminated from underneath.
Yeah.
Just this one person far away. And it was quite terrifying. So I went and sat down and watched the film. And that was that. Mm-hmm. Didn't get any lighter, but, you know.
I felt slightly self-conscious when I went to see it because everyone else was in couples. So it's just like there wasn't that many. I think it's maybe three other couples and me.
Yeah.
I did shout out, I have a wife. Before
just to make it clear.
Just before the film started.
You didn't shout, did you? You walked up to them and tapped them on the shoulder and, excuse me, I do have a wife. And look, and I just pointed at my ring. I said, there, look. Your wedding ring?
Yes.
Yeah, for the best.
Yeah.
Good. So, yeah, and what did you drink for me this week?
Difficult because there doesn't seem to be a particularly strong thematic tie-in for a drink. I didn't see anyone drinking.
I think anyone drank.
Did see someone being sick. Dave Bautista was sick, so I drank some sick.
Oh, good God. Where did it come from?
I did the old jackass thing of drank a load of salty water. It was so salty it made me sick, and then I drank that.
That's gross. That's gross, Eamonn. Disgusting start to the review.
Well, it was that or rosé. Not drinking rosé.
Oh, I mean, it's a toss-up, isn't it? And sick one. How long?
Minute and 7 seconds.
Okay, I'd say that's ample.
All right, we'll wait and see about that.
Okay, you ready?
Pretty confident there.
Yeah, I am. It's only short.
Okay, are you at 3, 2, 1, go.
So a little girl called Wen and her two dads are taken hostage in their woodland cabin by Dave Bautista and his heavily armed friends, who claim that unless the family are willing to sacrifice one of their own, the world will end. Badly. Through a series of flashbacks, we learn that the two dads are actually gay, and also that one of the armed strangers, Ron from Harry Potter, assaulted one of them many years ago. This is one of the many reasons they think that the stranger's story is absolute BS, even when they begin to slip on laundry bags and murder each other, because that's what they have to do. But as the apocalyptic evidence begins to pile up, including a horrifying tidal wave, falling planes, and clouds, the family have no choice but to make the ultimate sacrifice. With the dad from Mindhunter dead, the one-off flea bag drives away with Wen as the cabin burns to the ground, and the world is saved. The end.
Oh, well, you did have plenty of time, so that was 58 seconds.
Plenty of time. So, what were your first impressions, Eamonn?
I thought the first scene was really promising with Dave Bautista and that little girl. I thought,
wasn't it shot well?
It was shot really well. Yeah, the close up on the faces, really like creepy. Thought he was really engaging.
He was, wasn't he?
Dave Bautista. He's got this gentle earnestness. I thought worked really well. I thought he's a good actor.
He is a good actor, and his skin has grown very tightly around his brain.
Yes, well, he does have a very sort of crinkly walnut texture to that head.
But yeah, I agree. He was really good. He has this innocence to him, but at the same time, an unpredictability. And he could just, because he's massive, he could just become a threat any time. It's a great choice, great casting choice, I think.
And I thought the little girl was brilliant as well.
She was amazing.
It must be really difficult to find good actors who are that young without them being really precocious.
Kristen Cui, I think she's called.
I remember watching an interview with Gail Ann Hurd, who produced Aliens.
Yeah.
And then she was talking about how difficult it was casting Newt, because she said every kid that age has mainly done adverts. So anytime they say anything, they smile immediately afterwards, because that's what they do in the adverts. So, they'd be going like, "Oh, my parents both died," and then smile.
Beam.
Yeah, she was great. I thought she was very, very good, and I thought all the acting was good.
Yeah, solid. A shame that she's now been set on the track to become a really horrible person.
Oh, she'd be a complete jerk by now.
She will. It's inevitable, isn't it? Child actors just become complete jerks. But I feel like there's an elephant in the room, so we might as well address it. Maybe we're thinking the same thing. I found the film engaging until the point where you knew that the apocalypse was real.
Yes.
Did you feel the same?
Yes. My hope was that it wasn't real and they were suffering a collective delusion, but by that point it was too late. They would have killed someone, and it was a big oh gosh, shit.
Yeah, I would have been quite happy for the film to end without actually knowing whether it was real or not. I think I would have preferred that. And I've read the book, which I really enjoyed.
And the book's quite different, isn't it?
It is quite different, and I'd say it's more ambiguous throughout because it's a book. You spend a lot more time wondering, did this actually happen? The end is also different.
Yeah.
And better.
Doesn't the little girl die in the book?
She does. So she is accidentally shot, which means that the sacrifice doesn't count. So the dads have to choose they choose not to sacrifice anybody. They choose for the world to end.
It's pretty selfish.
Which is pretty brutal. But I'd say I preferred that ending. But M. Night was never going to do that.
No.
He does seem to do this thing where his films sort of have a complete lack of irony.
Yes. It's like a parable, isn't it? Or fable or something. Everything, everything's so earnest.
It is. I struggle with that. I think I struggle with sincerity in general. So, and then it was like, oh, actually, they're the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
But that was weird, wasn't it? Because I thought the 4 horsemen was like, is it pestilence, death?
Yeah, famine,
and
tickling.
Oh yeah, the tickling.
Pestilence, death, famine, and tickling. Yeah.
Tickle torture is a thing, isn't it?
Is it?
I'm sure there was a documentary about it, wasn't there?
Like the CIA use it.
Yeah, they did. When they got all that grief out waterboarding, they were like, fine, we won't do it. We'll tickle instead.
Fine, for God's sake.
All right.
Oh, so do some people, is it like a weird fetish or something?
Yes, exactly.
All right, okay. That's what I said. So not, okay, that makes more sense.
Not the CIA.
Not CIA?
Nah, they love their waterboarding. They'll never give that up.
Can't get enough, can they?
Once you acquire a taste for it, it's very difficult to give it up. Very Moorish.
Yeah, that feeling of drowning it's nothing quite like it.
I once saw a video of not Peter Hutchins, the other one, the journalist, who a video he was going, I think waterboarding is a load of nonsense. I don't understand why it's torture. So I'm going to let these fellas here waterboard me because I think it's a load of rubbish. And they organised like a safe word. Not a safe word. He had to drop something in his hand, and as soon as they started, he dropped this thing. It was just like, it's horrible. It's so bad.
I don't like it. Oh, I don't like it.
But it's funny though, because when you watch it, it really doesn't look that bad. It's they put like a tea towel on your head and then dribble water on top.
It's a weird thing for like an intelligent journalist to question.
Oh, it doesn't actually look that bad. I don't know what all the fuss is about. What?
It was part of a series of viral videos. It's like, next week I'll have my ball bag electrocuted.
Oh, it just doesn't look that bad.
Oh, it doesn't look that bad. Why are you crying?
Oh, if you were in the cabin situation, which member of your family would you sacrifice?
I was thinking about this, and obviously it's between me and my wife.
Yeah, well, doesn't have to be.
Doesn't have to be. Well,
be honest, Eamonn. You don't have to say.
Well, partly I'm so tired. I'd be like, I'll do it. It's fine.
No, please let me.
I don't care. I honestly don't care.
Yeah.
I want a little sleep. I imagine the argument would probably go, I'll do it, and my wife would be like, yeah, fine. Or like what state is the world in? Is it post-apocalyptic? Is it
As
is
it was at
everything
the end
terrible,
of the movie, I guess. So
it's pretty okay.
lots of bad
isn't it,
stuff,
really?
but it'll be fine.
Yeah, because if it was like The Road,
Oh, like proper scorched earth.
then
Yeah.
probably be better if it was me, because
Yeah.
my wife, she's very determined, but she's small. She would, in the case of The Road, she'd quite literally get eaten alive.
I thought the same about myself, but the other day I was put in a situation that made me reconsider how quickly I would die
Yeah.
in the apocalypse. So I turned down this road that I head down to get to work, but it was blocked because there was a fire engine at the end, and the cars were backing up behind me, so no one could move. So I was waiting there for a bit thinking, well, what's going on? So I stepped out of my car and I got everyone to back up onto the road, and we all cleared out. And it was all me.
Nice.
But you know what? I took control of this situation.
Nice.
I was feeling pretty good about myself. So now I'm thinking I would maybe be like third to die.
After you finished directing Traffic, did
Yeah.
you do that thing that Degeneration X do and sort of?
Exactly. I knew you were going to say that.
Did you?
I
Did
knew
you know I was
exactly
going to say that? Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
You sort of-
As soon as you started talking, I knew that would be the move. I don't know why.
It's
I
because-
just knew. I got up on the roof of my car,
Yeah.
and I did the big like hands crossed X symbol,
Over your junk.
swiping at the groin area. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly what I did, and then I drove
Of
off.
course you did. This
It'd be
is,
embarrassing if you did that and then your car wouldn't start.
or you crashed it for doing a 3-point
Yeah,
turn.
You DX'd everyone. And then like, dunk. Oh. But as it was, as I did drove off, I was the coolest guy in the
Oh,
world.
nice.
Yeah. I bet sort of a couple of people went home and told their loved ones that night. Oh, this guy today, not only did he back up all the traffic, but he did a DX salute on the top of his car and ploughed off. What an absolute legend.
It's really cool. I got into a bit of a jam in the old car. This really cool guy sorted it all out for everyone.
Yeah.
And did you do that thing that Triple H did, where he take a drink of water and then spit it out?
That's what I did when I got out of the car the first time. When I wanted to show everyone I meant business. Like, kung bang. And then I went and asked them. It's like, nah, you're not getting away with this.
Yeah.
Son.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, so I've reevaluated my chance of survival.
Well done.
What weapon would you have? They had some pretty cool looking weapons.
I was going to ask you the same. Yeah.
I was disappointed that it wasn't a lot more violent. Like, I actually want to see someone's head get smashed in. I think that would have made an impact.
Yeah. It was like multiple weapons, wasn't it? It was
Yeah.
like it reminded me a little bit of the Simpsons, where they had 4 guns attached to a broom handle.
Yeah.
It was that kind of thing.
Is that what your weapon would be?
I think mine would have a kettle on it. I'd have maybe a rolling pin,
Okay.
a hoe,
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, nice garden hoe, yeah.
and then a kettle of boiling hot water chained to the bottom.
For tea or for...
No,
hitting?
I would. So knock you out with the rolling pin,
Okay.
stab you a bit with a hoe, and then pour boiling water all over you. Just
Jeez. That's mean, Eamonn.
yeah. Well, what do you expect?
You're a savage.
The end of the world's at stake. You can't mess around.
It's pretty good.
What would yours be?
It would be like a big axe, but I'd tie loads of helium balloons to it, so it would just float beside me.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That way I wouldn't have to put it down. It would just be there if I needed it.
Bit like the sentient hammer in Thor.
Yes, just floating there.
Yeah.
And so I could just reach out for it and grab it if I needed it.
Would that not prevent you from swinging down with any real force? You'd sort of swing down and then you wouldn't really be able to make impact.
That's a very good point.
You'd look like an hilarious mime artist.
Well, no, what I'd do is get the person to stand, and then because I could swing sort of higher than the balloons. So
Or would
then
you just
it would work.
hold the axe above them and then ask them to jump?
Yeah. Jump up now. Really high.
Higher than that, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good. That would work.
That's pretty
wouldn't
good.
it? They were
Yeah.
very willing, so I think it'd be fine. That freaked me out when he first pulled the mask over his head. That was creepy.
Yeah,
I like
that
the
was
way it
good.
was shot. And in
Yeah.
fact, the whole thing looked. I'd say that was my main takeaway from the film. It looked great.
Yeah, I agree. But the composition of all the shots was great. They gave you.
I mean, we have to consider chiaroscuro lighting and the mise en scène.
I know that one part, as well as the mask thing, the tidal wave, that freaked me out. I don't like tidal waves.
No, any time I see a tidal wave in a film, it makes me feel really uneasy, like deeply, like way more so than like asteroids or, I don't know, earthquakes. Tidal waves, there's something really...
It's one of those things you see in dreams, a block of water.
I mean, you told me this bit was going to be funny.
Which bit? Oh, the next thing we're going to talk about.
Before we
Oh, no.
We were talking offline, and we said, "Do we have enough funny stuff?" And you said, "I've got something funny. I hate tidal waves. They fill me with dread."
I didn't say it would be funny. I just said I had another point to make.
I thought that was what you inferred.
What would you do if you saw a tidal wave? What would you do?
Dig a hole.
That's a good idea. Like really quickly, like a dog.
Nothing would happen. You just get sucked out, or all the water would fill the hole and you drown.
The initial kind of impact might not be quite as bad if you were under the sand. But you would be under like 50 feet of water.
You'd have to take a big breath.
You would. I'd run at it and scream at it and hope I could scare it.
Yeah, it's like a bear. If you stand your ground against a tidal wave,
Stand your ground.
it can work. That backs them off.
It'd be like, oh, it would just walk away.
Yeah.
I think it might work. No one's tried it.
Yeah, they haven't.
So,
do you remember that film, Deep Impact?
Yes.
There's a scene after the impact. There's a daughter and her father on a beach.
yes.
Sort of reconciling, and it's a gigantic wave just comes.
Wasn't there like
comes in.
the newspaper guy?
Yes, he's newspaper guy is in that film. Yeah, it's hilarious. We talked about him all the time.
Taken out.
He's in like New York, and he's sitting with his back to the tidal wave, reading a newspaper. Pandemonium all around him, like people losing their minds. He's just reading the paper, like, just let me get on with this paper in peace. And then he suddenly looks around, and he just gets like obliterated. He was the spiritual successor to Propeller Guy.
He was, yeah. Propeller guy from Titanic.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Falls all the way off the boat and then bashes off the propeller. Okay, so you're in the movie. Mm-hmm. What would you be doing before you're taken out by the tidal wave?
Well, imagine if it was you, Ben, you'd probably have done some sweet parking, like helped out a few people.
Well, I'd probably be on the roof of my car doing that DX salute before I was taken out.
Probably would have done something else relatively mild and but taken an awful lot of credit for.
Yeah. Yeah, really big myself up.
I saw a traffic cone had fallen over, propped it back up.
Yeah. And then I spat water in the air like Triple H.
But anyway, if it was tidal wave, I would probably be... I'd manage a little cry, hopefully.
Oh, God. So you're like, bang. No one's going to remember that.
Well, anyone else who was there to see it would be dead as well.
It's just sad. You got to think of something better than that. That's just sad. Like, newspaper guy's funny. DX salute, that would be hilarious. Then, bang. Way. Everyone would be like, way.
Dance?
Yeah, do a dance, yeah.
A floss?
I'd love to see you doing the floss before you get hit by a tidal wave. Or what about, like, you cram lots of food into your mouth? So you do, like, a Pringles challenge or something. Like, how many can you fit in your mouth? So you're just like, oh, bang.
Do you know what? I probably would do that. If I was on a beach, like a beach barbecue or something, and everyone's like, oh no, tidal wave, no escape.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
just cram all the barbecue food.
I would basically in poker where someone makes a big win and they sort of put their arms around the pile and bring it towards them.
Yeah.
I'd just do that with all the sausages. These are mine now. And then like eat them all like single gulps.
Yeah. Throw it down the back. Yeah.
Until I had sausages poking out the back of my neck. And then I just do that. Arms to one side. I'm ready. Bang.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's a good way to... That's better than crying.
That's better than crying, isn't it? Yeah.
Bang.
Probably both. Maybe both.
Anyway, Eamonn, would you knock at the cabin? Would you flush it away? like you get flushed away by a tidal wave? Perfect.
Yeah.
Or would you fish it out like
They fished themselves out onto the pontoon off screen following their swim.
a swim?
Do you remember there's a bit where they get to the cabin and they all jump in the water?
Yeah, when they jump to the lake. Good one. Good one. What would you do, Eamon?
Tough, isn't it? Because the performances were good, it looked good, plot was compelling, but there was no dramatic turn of events. Actually, they telegraphed what is going to happen, what will happen, and sure enough, those things happened.
Yeah.
And everything subsequently unfolded as they described.
Yes.
So whilst it was, maybe they thought, well, the viewer's not going to expect that to happen. They're going to expect some twist.
Yeah.
But I think because everything happened as we were told, I felt a little bit sort of, And I do wish it was a collective delusion. I thought, I thought it'd be a good way of sticking it to the, what are they called?
Christians?
QAnon.
Right.
I mean, similar.
Not the... So I guess, as a play on an M. Night Shyamalan movie, it's quite smart, but as a movie, it's not.
I think I would sadly flush it. It didn't quite do it for me. What about you?
It's one where I was very torn because it did look great. The performances were strong, but it got to that point where I guess it was when he copied the news reporter.
Yes.
It's like, and I just really lost interest. So I think I'd flush it as well.
Yeah.
That technically means it goes in the macerating toilet of despair, but that doesn't feel fair.
Yeah, but those are the rules.
What, we've got to put it in?
Yeah, it's the rules.
Oh, but poor Dave. I like his face.
But not his head.
Oh, not his head. Would you not like to touch it? You touch his brain?
I would like to touch it, but in the same way that, you can't help but look at traffic accidents.
Yes. Well, look, knock at the cabin. Mm-hmm. You're being macerated, mate.
Bye.
So that was Knock at the Cabin, and it's on to this episode's top 5. Back on the top 5 train. You do it.
Okay, I will. In this competition, Ben and I both pick our top 5 films based around a certain theme. We then have to guess each other's films. The person who guesses the most is the winner. They get to choose the film for next episode. The person who loses has to do a forfeit.
I lost decisively last time.
Did you?
I lost hard. Yeah, you got it in like 3 guesses.
Doesn't surprise me.
So I go first. So
hang on, we need to say what the theme is.
Oh yeah.
And the theme is movies set in woods, and we also accept forests or jungles.
My first guess for you, Last of the Mohicans.
No.
Okay, perfect. Off to a strong start. Eamon.
This is a duplicate. I'm going to say Predator.
Yeah, Predator.
Yes.
Why didn't I just go with that?
Why didn't
Why
you?
am I trying to be smart? I need to stop trying to second guess you from now on.
Yeah.
And just go with what I like as well.
Get to the helicopter, he says, doesn't he?
That's right. Yeah. Get to the flying bladed vehicle.
Yeah.
Be quick about it. That's right. Hurry up.
Right, you'll guess again.
Okay, I'm going to go with another duplicate. The Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Okay, you're going. We've got 2 big ones gone.
We have, yeah. The Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Evil Dead.
Yeah, that was the one.
It's classic. It's classic. Absolutely classic. I love it. So raw. So raw.
I love that guy, that voice you do.
Yeah. I was talking about the mise-en-scène.
Yeah, he says mise-en-scène.
It's so raw.
And then he goes, like that a lot.
If you go back to the foundations of the genre, and look at the Sam Raimi influence on the other thing or something. Yeah, I really like it.
So if you don't get this,
all right, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for The Revenant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. Was that a double?
No.
Oh.
I thought it was very good. The bear attack scene is insane, and I don't like bears anymore.
Did you like bears before?
They were so sweet.
Yeah,
They're not sweet.
they're horrible.
Not after what they've done to Leo.
I can't believe that real bear did that.
Tossed him around like a rag doll.
Yeah, that bear was a real jerk.
Have you seen that picture of Leonardo DiCaprio and Jonah Hill in the sea? And there's a topless woman comes out of the sea and walks off, and they both high five. It's such a funny picture. It's such dork.
Oh, that's hilarious. You can be the
it's
most
really funny.
like sought after man on the planet, and you'll still get excited if you see some
High
boobs.
five.
That's amazing.
Jokes, isn't it?
Okay.
Okay, what are we on now?
This is if I get this, I win. If not,
Okay.
then it goes to a decider. This is a duplicate. Apocalypse Now.
No. Okay, so you've used more duplicates.
Yeah,
So I am the winner.
that seems very unsatisfying, but yes.
All right, what were your top 5?
So Blair
Was.
Witch, Predator, Apocalypse Now, Revenant, and I'd be surprised if you'd have guessed this one for me, but Cabin in the Woods, only for the last kind of half hour, which is mad.
It's a strong last half hour.
So I really like things which are self-referential and meta.
It's all the things you want to be.
It's all the pretentious things that I love.
I just do.
Yeah, that's basically my voice, that, isn't it?
Yeah, this is self-referential.
But yeah, okay, so what were yours?
I had Predator.
Mm-hmm.
Blair Witch Project 2. Not really. 1. Evil Dead. Deliverance,
Ah, yeah.
which is a
good
good movie. And The Witch, which is one of my favourite horror movies of recent times. All right, so your forfeit is to tell A-list actor Dave Bautista and former wrestler that he looks like Hans Moleman from The Simpsons.
Which he does. He definitely does.
Because you go on about it all the time.
Yeah, because he does.
So, yeah, do it.
Right, I will. Been meaning to do it.
Yeah, he might do a Batista bomb on you.
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
You should wear the Hogan costume
But
to your match.
you know what? It's perfect because with that, if you're wearing that, people can't lay a hand on you, can they?
You'd be really well protected. Okay, so next time we are going to watch Ant-Man and the Wasp.
All right, sounds good.
It's not called that. It's not called that. That was
Quantumania.
the sequel. We're going to watch Ant-Man Quantumania, which is the third Ant-Man movie and is the start of Marvel's Phase 5
Ooh.
with Kang. It's Kang. I'm Kang. So, yeah, because I want to see it, so we're going to watch it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so social media, at Films on Toilet, Instagram, Films on Toilet, Twitter, I think. I can't remember. Something like that. Just search for Watching Films on Toilet. You'll find us. We're massive, mate.
Oh, do you know what? We've just passed 4,000 downloads.
Hey!
So that's quite good, isn't it?
That's a nice achievement.
I'm quite pleased with that.
50 episodes.
80.
1,000
It's 80.
80 each?
80 each.
Let's not break it down like that, but that's good.
And I find this slightly annoying. Doesn't count people just streaming it. So that's if you click the download button and you load it onto your phone or whatever. So if you just streamed it, it won't count, even though that has been listened to.
Can you download us, please?
Yeah, so download us.
Yeah. You don't have to listen to the download.
No, in fact,
delete it.
download 7 or 8. Right. Ben's looking a bit poorly, so we should go.
That was an absolute pleasure.
Good, yeah.
Thank you to Alex and Ben as well.
Lovable rogues.
I mean, very rude.
Yeah.
Thinking they could step in, take our place, but
But it was good. It was good. It's a very strong opening, wasn't it? Far stronger than what we would usually do.
Yeah, much stronger than the rest of the episode actually. But yeah, you can catch Ben on his Extreme Horror Replay podcast, which is available in all the podcast places, and Mr. Alex Robson on the Batman the Animated Series podcast and Spider-Man the Animated Series podcast, both of his with his bro, and they're terrific.
Very good.
So yeah, thanks very much, and I guess see you around, brother.
All right. Keep flushing.